full-blown Rolex lover boy.
Full-blown Rolex lover boy. Remember that? That was a few years ago, Wolfgang, and
I do remember, and it wasn't kind back then, and it certainly isn't now.
Yeah, but I had shocked you. I had gone into full-blown Rolex lover boy mode, and you called me out. You called me out on it.
But now you're using it. It's not. That's not how it was meant. It sounds like I'm a Rolex lover boy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, is that the impression?
People need content. Where this came from.
Context.
Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. No. Hey, look, it's okay. We got your back. Hey guys, welcome to a live stream here. We're going to be going over some of the panel's favorites from the Watches and Wonders release. I'm your host, Bobby Legs, and we'll hopefully be getting Dib to join on soon. It's Dib time. He's the big star of the show, so he'll make a grand entrance. I am joined by my good friends Wolfgang and Mike here. We're going to be talking about our favorite watches, but first, wait. Oh, there he is. There's the man.
What's going on, guys?
Good to see you, Div. Thank you for joining us. We really appreciate it this evening. Wolfgang, we'll start with you. What do you got on wrist tonight?
S&P ceramic.
Oh, Dibs.
Oh,
I saw. There's a lot of Dibs you're calling lately.
Mm-hmm. I know. I'm just laying out the groundwork. Like the foundation of what needs to be transferred over.
Dib calls dibs. That's his deal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he does. Speaking of dibs, Mike, what do you have on wrist?
I have the Nomos World Time Volcano from last year. Watches and Wonders.
Dibs. Okay, I got dibs on that. I beat Dib on that one. Okay, all right. I think Dib conceded that one to me. And Dib, hey, what do you have on wrist, man?
I have a watch from one of the best brands in the business, repping the pores, as they say, a Christopher Ward. I forgot. Lumiere 300. See, it came rolling through my mouth.
Wow,
it's amazing. It's the best watch.
Hey, speaking of pores, and I haven't worn this watch in a long time, and I figure since Wolfgang was also going to be on the stream tonight, I got a watch that the watchmaker, also his name is Wolfgang, and it is the Heinrich.
Oh, you still have that?
One of Wolfie's favorite. Yeah, I still have it. I really do like this watch. I really do like the watch. Remember, you were there when I bought it, right? You were there when I bought it.
I remember. I remember that. You can see the joy in Wolfgang's face. I mean, look at him. It's just rolling through.
Great. It's great watch.
That was a few. That was a few watch times ago. But not at watch time. It was at wind up, and you almost picked yourself up one, not the same model, but a different model of the Heinrich Dib. You almost bought one that day too, if it was available for sale. You got caught up in the moment as well.
I got caught up in the moment. Then I saw Wolfgang's face, and he would not let it go. Like there was so much judgment. It's like having a very condescending wife. Just like look at him right now. Like the condescension is flowing from wherever he is.
Great watch. That's all I gotta say.
Mm-hmm. It's a good watch. It's a good watch.
I heard you complaining the other day about how Dib about the wolfification of the group. Everybody's against you. That Wolfie's turned our whole watch group friends against your particular tastes and selections and watches. Do you really do feel that way?
I do. Look at him. I have been asking for a Monte Rosa Bulgari for a long time. Instead, what does he give me? A petroleum colored Invicta. I walk in to current store, and there he is with that abomination, which I still do have. So and him being a traitor, he shipped the watch I lovingly gave him to one of our good friends as a loan. Oh my god! Just
Oh,
saying.
I remember. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's out on loan. Still own it.
yeah. Sure, why not?
Well, anyway, let's move on. I feel like there's some bad blood here. We'll hash it out another time. Also, want to let everybody on the chat know that I will be giving away at some point this evening a CWC quartz field watch. This is a really cool looking quartz field watch for members of the Bobby Legs YouTube group. So stay tuned for that. Hey, before we get into our picks, let's go through one of our Wolfgang's favorite moments of every Bobby Legs stream, and that is to say hello to the chat. Let's start off here with Maison is here. Good evening, Watch Humans. On the wrist tonight, my new Glasuta original CQ panoramic date bicolor on a brushed steel bracelet. Dude, I mean, Wolfie, you have this watch, right? But on a textile?
Yep. He has the textile too, I think. I'm not sure, or the rubber.
Oh yeah. Mr. Fake Dr. Alex is here. Alex,
Oh, wow.
Good to see you.
Wow.
Alex is up late, right? Day the Phantom, good to see you as well. Thank you. Shout out to the Glasses Gang. One of us.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know. That's the sad.
Glasses. Yeah. Oh yeah, we all have glasses on. Okay.
But there's
and
a
it looks like
certain
me and
symmetry
Wolfgang
to it, you know. Yeah, exactly. Did
Yeah.
not want to say it,
Well,
but
Wolfgang and
Wilson
I,
already did that.
with the shaved heads, yeah, or lack of hair on top of the head. Look at this wonderful crew. Yep. Caliber is here. Good to see you. Mr. Ken Spear checking in from Pittsburgh. Hey, Scott is here. I like the Tantalum GFJ 34 millimeter streamliner, show part 1860.
Too expensive.
Partial. Too expensive. Partial to the ball headed. Yep. Hey, Deej is here. What's up, Deej? Good to see you,
Hey,
bud.
Deej.
I could taste the condensation also. Okay.
True.
Oh boy. Okay. So Watches and Wonders came out this week. Wolfgang, full of anxiety. We're going to talk him through what transpired, some of the releases, some of the shocking non-releases, or specifically no Pepsi, right? No Pepsi Rolex in the catalog this year, which is interesting. Which is we've been hearing rumors about for the last year or two, and it finally happened. But we're gonna get right into it. We're gonna start off with Dib's picks here. Dib, I didn't put them all on individual slides. I would just take too long, so we threw them all on slides. So here we go. Tell us about some of your picks. Why don't you start off with the Cartier?
Well, as you guys know, I like Cartier, and Wolfgang might think it's a troll, but that Panther Tattoo, oh my god! I mean, yeah, it's a very divisive watch. Probably 99 people out of 100 is not gonna like it, but I can rock that any day with shorts, with a suit, at a strip club, you name it. That's the perfect watch for any occasion.
Dib, let me interject. I heard a commentator recently call that watch pure sex. Would you agree with that?
I think so. I think so. It's guaranteed. You walk around with it. As the Americans say, women be jumping all over you. Just saying.
Wow.
Or the other way around. There's no judgment. Not that there's anything wrong with it. If anybody gets that reference, please put it in the chat.
Okay. So
I do like the watch. I do like the watch.
And I know you're a big fan of the Tortue model itself, but I mean, like, what I mean, is it the lion or whatever? What's on there? I mean, is it remind you of home? Like what? Oh, it's a panther. Okay.
It's a panther, and so I mean, I was going through a blog to watch, and they obviously have these obscure articles that the other mainstream brands don't have. and I just liked it. I mean, this was one of those pieces which obviously doesn't get advertised because it doesn't need to. Cartier does special previews for their most high-end clients, in separate private events, and these are the sort of watches that get thrown around. Hey, we have this. Do you want it? Same with the Squelet, the Crash Squelet, which I know Wolfgang is a big fan of, and he thinks I'm trolling, but I'm not. I genuinely like this watch. I need two though. I need two. I need one to flip, one to keep. Just getting that out of the way before I get any sort of complaints.
Wolfgang,
yeah.
why the hate so much on that watch? Why?
I don't like these case shapes. I mean, it doesn't have to be round, but this is not my. Never
You think
liked
this
the
is
crash.
silly? Yeah.
No, not silly. It's just I just don't like the crash. That watch looks like a tank drove over it. I never understood why people go.
That's the whole point. That's the whole point of the watch, though.
There's no point of discussing it. I don't like the crash. You say you like it. Might be true.
Mike,
I certainly
Mike,
know you would buy one. No question.
Settle this, Mike. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on this watch?
Not a fan personally. I don't think I would own one. I get the hype around it. I know it's very famous and people go crazy for it. I'm kind of with Wolfgang in the sense that it's not something that I would personally want to wear. Plus, I think it's a watch Kanye wears, so that makes it even worse for me. So it's very dainty. It's very dainty. You need to know who the spokespeople are for this watch and who are seen wearing it. And if you want to associate with that type of crowd, then that's on you. That's fine.
Well,
hold on.
I mean, we could tell by like the Adidas jumpsuit that you're wearing that you kind of want to associate with that crowd.
According to Google, Gemini AI, Tom Brady, LeBron James, ignoring Kanye West, Dan Levy, and somebody called Sophia Grange, they all wear it. So it's not just the crazy individual.
Well, can we agree? Maybe we can agree on one thing amongst us here in the chat. If Dib would buy it, it wouldn't take him 10 meters out the door to flip it. He would already have a customer to maybe made the payment before he made the payment. I think we could all agree on that one.
No, I understand that. That's why I said I need two. One to flip, one to keep. I added a caveat. You can't go there.
Yeah, Data Fan agreeing with Wolfgang here. And Mike, it is a little bit of a ridiculous watch. Tyler, the creator, is known for the crash, not Kanye. Oh, well, I guess
Kanye has one.
Yeah,
Kanye has one. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know who Tyler, the creator, is, but it doesn't matter.
Tyler, the creator, he's a rapper, hip hop guy. Okay. All right. Moving on. We're not gonna change Wolfie's mind here, Dib. Move on to your next pick.
All right. My next pick is something which I know is a favorite amongst somebody else in this chat.
Agree.
It's a 31-day power reserve, and I think Anyway, Wolfgang just agreed, so it's on his list too. Spoiler alert. I'm going to let him speak about it because he has been banging on and on about this since this came out, and he's almost ready to buy. And like, what is it, like 110K? Like, what's that among friends?
107.
Maria will love 107 plus tax. So let's call it an even 110, and a nice lunch for Maria. So I'm going to let you speak to it, but I like big Panerais, and this is a crazy piece. It's full gold. It's as baller as you can get. So 10 out of 10.
This is the anti-crash watch, right? It's the
anti-crash.
other end of the spectrum. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's a statement piece. You wear this, people are going to notice it. And I think as much as I hate Richemont, Richemont has done an extremely good job this year, keeping the industry afloat in a way. Everything's dying, but they're like somehow, like there's a last straw, or I want to hold on to it and give the people something that they like, albeit at a very high price. So yeah, this Panerai is one of my favorites.
Wait, can I just address this here? Data Fathom saying Wolfie is what my family would call farts because it was considered a bad word. It is all I think of when you call him Wolfie.
Oh, okay.
Okay. No, I just sorry.
I can call him something else, but then he'd get riled up, and I don't know if our friend Hobby Bobby is here. He'd get riled up, so I'm just gonna call him Wolfie.
Fair enough. Hey, Thomas, thank you so much. Thomas is gifting memberships. Okay, so if you're lucky to have one of these memberships that Thomas has gifted you, you are eligible for the giveaway. Thanks again for your generosity, Thomas. I thank you again. Appreciate it. Go on, Deb. Go on. Let's move on to
the Grand Seiko divers. Ushio, 300 meters. They finally did something right in their life. Bracelet tapers, fancy micro adjust clasp with a diver's extension. Price is a little bonkers. Not like there's no way I'm paying 12.3 for this, but it ticks all the right boxes. The only thing and I was discussing it with our friend Kevin. Now it looks too much like a normal Seiko.
Yeah, but is it still like big like a lot of the GS divers?
No, it's a 40.8. Let's round it up to 41. Okay. It's perfect for almost every wrist. So in a way, Grand Seiko has probably made one of the best divers out there. That UFA spring drive movement, which is incredibly accurate. The fancy adjust clasp. Look at the taper on the bracelet, because Grand Seiko bracelets don't taper. They're like, oh, we did not take that class. So definitely a huge improvement, but it remains to be seen how many people actually buy it, because it's hella expensive. With tags, this is touching 13. So
yeah,
we'll see how much nature can help. It's to be determined.
So more than a sub, more than a Rolex.
Yeah, more than a Rolex. I mean, it's just, and in a way, I think, the tech is inside it, because it's one of their brand new movements. Obviously, that took time and money to develop, so they need to get their money back. But 12.3 out the gate, yikes. Now, if they priced it at even 9, I think it would sell much faster. But then again, who am I to know what the Japanese are thinking?
So do you think this is worth more than a sub dip? I mean, I know it has a spring drive, which is nice, but isn't kind of the sub kind of the I don't know, it's kind of the equator line in terms of where dive watches should or should not be priced roughly for the same kind of experience, right? A stainless steel watch with a ceramic bezel,
luxury,
luxury watch. Yeah, I mean, right, exactly. So, what do you think about them pricing this above the sub?
I think this is verging into Blancpain territory, where people just don't need it. I mean, it's a great watch, don't get me wrong, but it's just, and I understand the pricing structure they have put in place for this watch, because if you follow what they did with the normal 37mm UFA, the pricing makes sense if you look at their current models. But in a market where, everything's super expensive, everything's super inflated, I just hope that Grand Seiko has good luck with them. Because clearly Grand Seiko isn't doing that well as much as they want to, say that we are doing well. No, they aren't. They're not the hot brand which, emerged back in the 2020s. And like, oh my God, look at me. So it's yet to be seen. I mean, I hope that they succeed, because if they succeed and there are enough rich people to buy this, there will be a good secondary where I can pick it up. So I definitely wish for its success, but it's expensive. You need a lot of fanboys to buy it. Nobody needs a Blancpain. Yeah. That brand can die.
Okay. Before we go on, Junior Johnson's here from Michigan. How you doing, Junior? Sympathy saying, I like the GS when GS does durable dress watches instead of out sports watches. Young Excellencies here. Cheers from Atlanta, Canada. Good to see you, my friend. Everyone needs a Blanc Palm, as Owen says. Dave will disagree.
Shit brand.
All right. Moving on. You got a couple more.
Well, and this is one of the oddballs. I think it's like my colloquium journey, which ended up in smoke and fire. But this watch looks amazing to me. It's called the Hot Lens Cobera Series 1. So it has a Le Jouperet modified movement where, you have a display for the hours, and then there's a little tiny knob which goes around for the minutes. Like looking at the case and the bracelet, oh my God. I mean, I don't know, like it was love at first sight, but then again, I have been known to make questionable choices and then suffered for it. So, I mean, I'm not a buyer because this is basically a fancy watch with a very, very basic movement. But it's priced at 35,600 Swiss francs, which should be, if you roughly translate it, it's mid-40s US. So there's no way in hell that I could even afford it, but something which is uncommon. And given the fact that most of Houtland's watches, they're extremely big, this is kind of understated if you look at their current catalog. So that was one of my picks.
You know how many they make, Dib?
No, not really. I'm assuming the Melans don't put a lot of money into the brand yet because they're putting everything in Moser. So Moser's making them.
All the other ones are always very limited. 28, maybe 25, 28.
Yeah, I just don't have any idea. I think the last.
There, if you guys want to grade Dib's picks, A, B, C, and F, please feel free to jump in and grade the picks. Go ahead, Dib.
And my last one is something which I feel Armstrong is one of those brands which doesn't get enough love, especially in the indie sphere, like a certain brand which is apparently led by a great humanitarian, like John people. Why are John people not buying this? This has so much tech in it. It's amazing. And I mean, I don't remember the price. Well, it's okay. Price is expensive. Okay, forgot the price. It's expensive, but it's a statement piece for anybody who's looking to get a minute repeater. Has resonance. It has 4 gongs. Something called a Westminster sequence. I'm assuming the sequence of the gongs, like how they ring in the Westminster Abbey. I think they recreated that. So it's an amazing watch. It's a tour de force for the brand. And I really hope that they pick up steam. And some of those Jean boys just start seeing that there are other better brands out there which don't break down, at every wisp breaks down. So just saying. Is Wilson there? All right, so I'm done. I'm done.
Hey there, Chaz. How you doing? Good to see you. So far, Dib, we've only got one vote in, but an F. And Colin giving you an F.
I know. I mean, we have been off the air for a while now, so it's we need more representation.
Yeah. So I'll give you guys the last word there, Wolfie and Mike. What do you think of Dib's picks overall?
Well,
Mike,
I mean, the Panerai
or Wolfie,
big fan.
Yeah.
The Armstrong, totally agree with Dib. This is an incredible watch. It's just, I mean, it's at the absolute high end, right? It's for a very limited buyer pool.
Right.
I'm kind of, GS divers are pretty good. So 3 good ones, 3 picks, not my favorite.
Okay, we'll close it in as an F. Okay.
No, I mean, what's an F is like the worst, right?
Yeah, I mean that's what the comments are saying. Like, I can't help it. Only one person voted. I mean,
yeah, sad. I think the best
Mike,
watch for me is still gonna be that Panther Tattoo.
Which
I mean,
one?
just look at that.
Which one would you pick if you were gifted one, and you were not allowed to sell it? You would have
Panerai.
to keep the Panerai. Okay. Me too.
The Panerai is the Panerai is amazing. As much as I joke against you, it's amazing.
On the IS, I'd be worried about service. So if somebody wanted to give me one, I'd go with
No.
the Panerai.
No. If you were gifting me the Panerai, a 3-year service is guaranteed till the end lifetime of the watch on your dime.
The Panerai service isn't that crazy, but the Armin From service might be thousands of dollars, right?
Yeah, that's why I chose a cheaper option.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. I agree with you there. Otherwise, I would pick the Armin From, but I'd be a little worried.
No, Maison, it was like the overall his overall selections. That's what it was. Sorry, I didn't mean to confuse. I'm a little rusty. It's been a while since we did a live stream. I'm a little rusty.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Mike, any thoughts on Div's picks here? But before we move on,
I think I kind of agree with Wolfgang. I mean, the two Cartiers, I mean, they're just not for me. I know, Dib lives at a much different level of sophistication than most of us do. He did talk about the strip clubs that he frequents, and I'm sure those two Cartiers would be fantastic. You brought up strip clubs.
I'm just saying, you look like a baller anywhere. I never said I go to a strip club. I don't like going to strip clubs. But
you said if you wore these to a strip club, you would be like the man. So I get that.
I'm just saying.
You are a player, Dib, and I can respect that.
Yes.
And I know. You got to call it the way you see it, right? And so I think Dib, you should live your dreams. Get one of these Cartiers and go out out on the town and have a great time.
Yeah.
If you have watched that show Billions, that Cartier would fit right in. When you're destroying a man's life, and like, oh, look at my fancy Cartier. That's serendipity right there.
Oh, is that how you imagine your best moment is like destroying a man's life while wearing a okay, all right,
pretty much.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right. Moving on. Okay. Thank you, Dib. Thanks for the picks. Next up is Mike. Mike was some very.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. We were told that there was no price constraints, so I just picked all the things that I really, really like. Can't afford the majority of these, but these are watches that are spectacular. I thought great releases from the brands. So I think most people know I am a Lange fanboy. So the 36 millimeter Saxonia annual calendars didn't quite do it for me. However, they made up for it with the Lange 1 Perpetual Tourbillon Lumen.
That's a lot.
And that is a lot. And it costs a lot. Funny you should ask. It's $530,000 US. So it's not inexpensive. Let's just put it that way. And there's only 50 of them to be made. So not only is it unobtainable from a price perspective, it's also unobtainable just because I'm not one of the 50 people that are going to be selected for such an honor to shell out $530,000 plus tax. But I mean, what can you say? If you know Lange, the lumens. This is pinnacle Lange, right next to the Handwerkskunst. Did I say that right, Wolfgang?
Yeah,
pretty good.
Pretty good. Not bad for a non-German speaker. Yeah. But when you think about top tier Langes, this is right up there with that. So they throw everything they could possibly do at Lange into this watch, and it's spectacular. So props to them for making yet another beautiful watch that very few people will get to enjoy at a price point that is ridiculous. So, I mean, they've done this at least 3 years in a row now.
Mike, I think we know. We have a mutual acquaintance. I won't call friend. You know his favorite line. You won't get it.
Right? No, I will not. That is 100% true. And I can't imagine what this is going to cost on the secondary when one does pop up there at some point. Maybe $1 million, something like that, somewhere in that neighborhood. Maybe 700.
I don't think Langa has the street cred to go $1 million. You think it's gonna go to $1 million, even though it's so limited?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I think maybe 700. You know, a couple 100,000 above retail, right? I mean, maybe 7 to 8, maybe. But it's it's as good as Langa does, right? It's just fantastic. So enough said. Great watch, beautiful. Would love to have one, Wolfgang. If you'd like to gift me one, that would be spectacular. The Alpine Eagle, the new Alpine Eagle, I think they call it Mountain Glow. Didn't think there could be anything better than the Monte Rosa Pink, Dib. But look at this thing. It's a beauty. Even thinner than the other Alpine Eagle, the Monte Rosa Pink. It has the same movement, beautiful movement with the micro rotor, small seconds, lucent steel. Absolutely stunning. This one is obtainable, right? Relatively speaking, it's only 31,000, I think, something like that. So compared to 33, compared to the Langa, I mean, this is chump change, right? This is stuff, money you find in the couch cushions, right? You could go get one of these. So
it's on Wolfie's table right now.
What? No.
It could be. Yeah. But it's beautiful, right? I in fact, I think I might like this better than the Monte Rosa Pink.
Wow.
So
but
kudos to Chopard.
Let me ask
thinking
you
about
this.
buying, Mike, or
I don't know. I mean, it's one of those that maybe if the mood strikes and I got nothing else cooking, maybe that would be something at some point. Yes, possibly. I would have liked it at 24 or 25, a little better, but they're big shots now over at Chopard, so they've got to jack the prices up.
They jacked the price from 21 to when you guys tried to buy the Monte Rosa to what was it, 24?
24.
They have lost their freaking mind. This is going to be, I mean, it's not going to be 19 anymore, but this is going to be 22, 23, 6, 7, let's say a year from now. Let's give them some time.
I don't know. The Monte Rosa Pink has not come down that much. I mean, it is obviously cheaper than retail, but it's not in the low 20s, I think. I think it's a little higher than that.
It used to be 19 and back in the day.
I get it, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think this is better than the Monte Rosa Pink color-wise, or you still prefer the Monte Rosa Pink?
I don't know. Have to see it in the metal, I guess. That color.
Yeah.
Know how it's really looking like.
I think it's kind of champagne-y, right? It's not really white. It's more of a champagne-y kind of color, I think.
Yeah.
If it's more like a champagne-y color, then that's the one for me. I like that. I mean, the Monte Rosa Pink is a beautiful watch, but if it's, I like champagne. I like that champagne look for some reason.
Champagne is boring.
What that is, then, ooh,
that's old man stuff.
Tony Soprano would disagree with you, pal.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. The next one is the new Chapek. Chapek introduced 3 killer watches, titanium watches, on Friday, a little bit ahead of Watches and Wonders. All in titanium, all in this what they call cosmic blue. This one is the Antarctique Revelation or skeletonized Antarctique. It differs from the 2023 model in that it has this blue kind of dial around the hour markers there that you can see. So it's very good looking for sure. Obviously, like most of the Chapeks in the Antarctique line, comes with both the bracelet and the rubber strap. So beautiful, beautiful watch. Also, not cheap. by any stretch of the imagination. I think this one's around 45 Swiss, I think, something like that. So not cheap, but beautiful. The movement front and back look great. They did a really nice job with a skeletonization of this one. So if you're interested, take a look at some better pictures than this one that I submitted. But it's really, really good. Okay. The next one is, I don't know, JLC came out with some really nice higher end pieces, I thought. A couple of tourbillons. This one is the gyrosphere, or the gyro tourbillon, the Hybris Inventia, I think they call it. Not sure on the price. I watched a video about the how the gyro tourbillon works in there. Really, really cool. The architecture is done very well. Very interesting. Super high end watch. They didn't even put a price. I think it's that ridiculous. But again, watches that catch your eye, if that's what the task was, things that you liked when you saw them. This one immediately jumped out as, wow, would love to own this. Won't ever happen probably, but absolutely gorgeous.
This is why I don't understand the brand. They make something like this, which is truly a work of art. I mean, there's no question about it. And then they're like, okay, let me copy Freddie C's work and come up with, I mean, again, like the perpetual calendar that they came out with. It's a perpetual calendar below 10 millimeters. So that's a technological marvel, but they made it look like a Freddie C. I'm like, I don't understand this brand at all. I mean, they have the chops. They can do amazing things. They can be as innovative as anybody else on the market, but somehow Richemont as a whole dumps it down. Like, oh, you don't need to be as good. It's like when you buy a Porsche Cayman, it can be as good as a 911. But Porsche is like, no, you know, this will kill the sales. I don't get it. Like, look at that. Amazing. Yeah. I think this will be above 1 million, I think. Easy.
I mean, possible. I get your point, Dib, about the JLCs. I mean, they do have to have obviously different points of entry into the brand, right? And some of the master control pieces, at which I think are the ones that you're kind of referencing, don't look as nice. Obviously, they're not as well done as something like this. They obviously cost a lot less. They do have some Freddie C vibes. I will absolutely grant you that. But I think, you know, as far as, you know, did JLC exceed my expectations this year from a release perspective? Yes. I think they redeemed themselves on the higher end. Again, there's going to be very few of these. Very few people will be able to afford whatever this is going to cost. They're not going to make a huge impact in the market, I don't think, because they've released these kinds of watches. But it's always good to see JLC come up with stuff like this, right? I like the fact that they're demonstrating their capabilities with something like this, and I'm happy that it's there. Never going to be a buyer, but it's really cool.
Very nice.
All right, the next one is the new Rolex Day-Date off catalog. So if you go to looking for it on their website, I don't think you can find it. But it's the new Jubilee Gold, right? So it's a mixture. It's a proprietary alloy made by Rolex. I think it's their first proprietary alloy. Many other brands have been doing that, right? So Omega has the Moonshine, and Sedna, and Longa has the Honey Gold, and lots of brands have come up with their own proprietary alloys. This one has the green aventurine dial and diamond baguettes on the indices. This thing is gorgeous. And I mean, again, not cheap, but 62.7, I think, is what the retail is on this one. Oh. Not cheap, but you know, it's got diamonds and it's all gold. So I don't know. I don't know if that's overpriced or underpriced, but I do know that it will be hard to get. And if you have something like this, you are someone special at Rolex. But I think the dial color is really cool, and I'm sure with the combination of this new alloy, it looks spectacular. I hope to see one at some point so I can check that out.
Beautiful watch.
Dib, you wanted to say something bad about this, I'm sure.
No, I like day dates. Don't get me wrong. They are probably my dream Rolex. When I'm a warlord in a third world African country, I need like 2 day dates. Just saying. But I don't have anything bad to say. It's just the price is very high. That's all.
Yeah, I've got over 1 million on the screen and probably just one watch. There's a couple on here that I think are going to be 1 million. This last one, this VC, I didn't pick the more common, more popular VC. I think Wolfgang's going to cover that one. But again, in the category of holy cow, look at this gorgeous watch, this skeleton minute repeater from VC. I mean, I don't know what else to say. It's spectacular. The estimation is this will be over $1 million piece. Also very,
they said it, yeah. Wow.
Yep. But who knows? But I'm guessing something like this is going to be. So it's a tourbillon minute repeater from VC, skeletonized. I mean, I don't know how this isn't $1 million. I'm guessing it is, but it won't be much less than that if it's not $1 million.
Yeah,
no, the strap looks cheap. Why did they put a textile strap on it? Like,
I don't know. I'm sure they will gift you a free strap if you buy this watch, Dib.
Just one?
Oh, you can probably get a couple, I'm guessing.
No, I need one of those trays. They sir, here's your tray of straps, please. Thank you for spending on a depreciated asset.
That should not be a problem.
Yeah, I would hope not.
To be fair, Colin, I told these guys, whatever watches, struck them. So there was no price range here. So, but Chaz gives you an A- because no dual time.
Well, I knew which watches everybody picked, and I was trying not to duplicate so that we had conversation about more watches instead of the same 6 watches.
And I appreciate that.
Anyway, yeah, just for the good of the show. But thanks, Chaz. Yeah. I appreciate the knockdown. It's okay. I forgive you.
Maybe Chaz will come around by the end of the stream and give you that A that you deserve.
It's okay.
Okay. Hey, before we get into Wolfie's picks, I want to jump in and do this giveaway. Now, it is for members of the channel, not subscribers, members. So let's see here. Let me do this. Yep. Let me make sure I go to customizations here and select. Okay. And then we're going to do a little giveaway. Let's take the screen down. And then let's open up our giveaway screen. Okay. So when I kick this giveaway off, can you guys see the screen? Yep. In order to enter, and if you're a member, hashtag CWC for this cool CWC watch that I'll be giving away, and we'll start right now. And so, start putting those entries in if you want to win this watch, and I'll ship it to you. I still owe Wilson his Timex that he won over a month ago, at least a month ago. I haven't been to the post office in a while, but I'll get that off to our good friend Wilson soon. Data Fathom giving you a B+. Okay, so some of these grades are a little bit better than what we saw for Deb. Chaz coming around to giving you the A.
I am the voice of reason in a chaotic world. That's why people don't like my choices. That's all.
All right, well.
You're the voice of Crash, anyway.
Amazing watch.
Okay. Guys, jump on in, please. Trying to give this watch away. We got a couple of entries in there. I'll give it a minute or two. Thomas Burnett with a B+ for Mike.
Wow. What do you got to do to get an A? You got to have all $1 million watches? I mean, holy cow.
Should have filled the screen with Rolex.
I don't think so.
Dan is let's go. Mm-hmm. All right, Dan. Let's go. You're right, buddy. Yeah. So anyway, other than some of the picks that we've seen, and I know we're waiting on Wolfie's picks. Anything else has stood out for you, Dib and Mike, as far releases or lack of releases, or I mean, were you disappointed with some of the Rolex releases or lack of releases, or Tudor again? Did you like some of the new Tudors? Anything?
Ugly. Tudor had they had a very disappointing launch date. I mean, the ceramic's good. I mean, decent, but none of them are compelling enough, at least for me. And again, like I don't really like Tudor. It's just a brand you buy to get Rolex. I'm already buying a 54. I'll lose like $500 on it. Just ship it out to somebody else. But overall, it's just me, and with Rolex too. I feel that they have moved away from their target audience to a new audience, because you see a lot of emphasis on precious metals, which already started happening from last year. To me, Rolex doesn't excite me at all. I mean, I like it. I actually asked for the Datejust in the green lacquer, what's it called, ombre dial. So my AD actually put an order for me. So that you can, I guess you can put an order. Did not know that. So that's a locked-in order. Don't know when I'm going to get it, but I'll get it sometime in the near future. But other than that, it's just humdrum. And that Daytona, that's the biggest. I mean, I love Daytonas, but that's the biggest marketing success that I see Rolex, taking away from this Watches and Wonders. They put some Grand Faux enamel, or sorry, as Ben Clymer likes to call it, Grand Faux, as if he's ordering, Kung Fu chicken from his local bodega. But oh well. It's just, I don't know. I mean, all those stupid. I mean, I hate to be Wolfgang, and unfortunately, I'm being him. I'm just saying. I'm echoing your sentiments. I know that's true. All these Rolex releases are as humdrum as you can get. They are objectively ugly, and unfortunately, look at that two-tone. Or look at that. What's that one with the Rolex lettering on the dial? I mean, the OP. What is that for? I mean, who buys that? Like, the only person I can see buying that has colored teeth, colored hair, baggy pants which are falling off their ass, gold chain, and a lot of money. Yeah, that's a rapper's watch. Wow. That's a freaking rapper's watch. I mean, any normal person I see, I mean, and again, somebody who gets that watch, he's a big baller or she's a big baller, because it's a very hype watch. People are gonna go nuts. But to me, that screams no taste. Wow. That's like 21-inch rims on a Tesla, the spinny kind, just to drive it home. Yeah.
Okay.
You buy a normal Tesla.
It's another strip club watch, Jim.
Hey, I live in Atlanta. Those references are very valid in this city.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
All I'm saying, I'm not wrong. It's just, yeah.
All right. Well, in the spirit of moving along, we're gonna do the draw here. Okay, here we go, and the winner is Junior Johnson in Michigan. All right, buddy. Congratulations. You have won the CWC Field Watch, Quartz Field Watch. Good looking watch. Congratulations. You know how to reach out to me, Junior, through the Discord, and then we'll get that mailed out to you soonish, whenever I get to the post office. Okay. Let's get back to our picks here and finish off with our friend Wolfgang. Take it away, Wolfie.
Yeah, first one is the only Tudor I liked, and I thought about what's the best sub 10K watch, right? And this is kind of the only thing I can think of that they released that I liked. Watched a few videos today, and it's kind of almost tempting me, but I'll check it out, somewhere at an AD. But it is there's a chance I'll pick it up if it's
interesting
in the metal. I never had a ceramic bracelet watch, and I'm kind of curious about these and to have one. Then the next one we already spoken about, right, is the Panerai. I asked the AD when it came out. Is that for the Tudor?
Yeah.
So when the only watch I asked at the AD how much it was that Panerai, and then I was told the price, and so not gonna happen. Yeah. But I do think it's cool. We chatted about it today, right? I don't need 31 days. They should have made this with a normal movement and sell it for 30K. Man, it's gold. They should have been titanium, normal movement, that look, sell it for 30K. It would have been a hit, and I might have bought it.
Wow.
Then the Antarctica put in there again, like Mike. The whole the skeleton one. I don't know which one is my favorite of the three, but probably that one. But all three were very, very strong. Maybe the strongest indie release overall for me, Chapek. I mean, the Armin Strom, they had one unbelievable watch, right? And of course, the Super Freak. I saw a little bit of more stuff of the Super Freak. I should have put it in there, but I didn't realize what that thing actually is and how it looks like until today when I saw some videos. But it's again 360,000. We talked about it briefly today, right? They're incredibly strong on the high end, like the two picks of Mike, that JLC and the VC. To me, it seems like they've never been stronger at the very high end, right? This is absolutely insane stuff they can produce at these price points and these limited editions. In the mid-range, it's kind of like we talked about JLC, right? IWC. It's all pricey, but not that spectacular. So I don't know what the direction is, or that this Moser is another example, right? It's an unbelievably cool watch. I think maybe the coolest looking Moser to me ever made. What is it? Same thing, 350K minute repeater, right? I don't know. I mean, how many people are actually buying these things? Then I have the Singer in there, which kind of, this is my favorite Singer probably they ever did.
Yeah, I like the pick.
And the price is not too crazy. Movement looks very upscale for the price point. It's a maybe for me, since I always kind of was interested in the brand, but I never wanted a chronograph. So this is with the Tudor is a maybe for me. And then I put the overseas sort of Everesty looking ones, which probably in our friend circles, right, is if we would have to pick one winner, overall winner, it's probably that one of the show. If if we don't go to the highest end, right? If we kind of look at stuff that might be affordable or purchasable. So it's probably this overseas release. Incredible, I mean, amazing looking sports watch. Specs are good. Price is not cheap. It's almost 10K more than the steel ones. But if I were gonna get one, I would still pay the premium for these, for the titanium kind of. And I kind of like that rugged texture on the dial better than on the steel ones. But not sure. I thought I would get one, but I looked at some videos today. I'm not sure if it's a watch for me. So we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, it could be front runner for watch of the year so far, right?
Me overall might be for me, right? I mean, I do like a lot of the very high end stuff a lot more,
right?
But I kind of put them, everything. I mean, we're talking about things that start at 300K, right? What are we talking about? This is a house. This is
right,
like
right.
an art world, right? So it's all. I kind of remove them a little bit out of into space that's not realistic. But the other VC, so far, I mean, it's incredibly strong. I mean, everywhere you look on social media, I mean, it's just very strong. It's gonna be a big success, I think, for them, even at the 41K.
Yeah, agreed. Mike, what do you think
Yeah,
about that?
agreed.
Yeah.
I think it's my favorite of all the releases this year from an availability perspective. One that you might actually be able to get. There's been a lot of debate in our group about which color, right? So everybody kind of has the one that they like. Surprisingly, I didn't think I would like the brown one the best, but I think I actually do. It's probably the least versatile from a strap perspective, but there's just something about that brown dial with the orange accent that I do like. But all of them are very good. The white, I think, is obviously the most user friendly, right? You can do a lot with that one strap wise, and whatever you're wearing, it's going to go with it. But I think the green and the blue are both also good too. But I think it seemed like the brown and the white ones were the two that seemed to resonate with most of us. Because of the blue, it's not the same blue as the steel version, right? That glossy, inky blue. Not quite the same. The green, I think, is more militaristic. But they're all four of them, I think, are very good. I don't know that I would be upset with any of them, but that was kind of my ranking.
Yes, those are titanium. Data I'm liking the brown dial the best. Well, folks,
it was the blue dial for me, though. I like blue.
Yeah, I tend to lean on blue as well. But that brown one, I think it looks great. I think it looks great. That would be my pick as well. Thomas is saying, can't believe nobody has included the Parmesan PF Tonda mysterious chronograph. Such a cool mechanism for a chronograph.
Overpriced brand, gonna die out soon.
I do agree with him. It's a very interesting. I watched the video of it today because I was curious how that thing can be a chronograph. As usual, it's not a practical chronograph, right? But this is very interesting what they did. I'm not a buyer. I think the price is around 30 Swiss. It's not crazy priced for that type of movement, but it's not for me. It's completely pointless, right? I'm never going to use a chronograph. I'm not that one either. But it is something never been done. So I see where Thomas is coming from, but not in my favorites.
Good to see you. They discontinued Pepsi. I just heard.
Oh man, that sucks.
Sure.
I'm sure. Like I not that I have anything against the Pepsi, but I did like that news. I don't own one, but I expect that a lot of good things gonna happen in the future for me. In my friend circles. So well done, Rolex. Thank you.
Look at his face.
Yeah, he just loves drinking tears of the others, doesn't he? Like they're upset, he just like drinks them.
Well, only the steadfast will have the Pepsi now. The wayward people don't.
The very steadfast, and there's in my friend circle,
unwavering.
I think many are steadfast. They're more. There comes a price where they're wavering, and they're gonna.
Somebody already wavered, probably. You never
Maybe.
know.
And I'm looking forward to what comes after the wavering. What will be sort of what the Pepsis, all these Pepsis will be changed into. It's going to be what I'm going to enjoy.
Hold on. Is that gongs in the back?
Yeah, I don't know who's that's not from me. That's not coming here.
Not me.
Yeah, it's my clock. Sorry.
Oh man, that was
no
so
worries.
poetic. It's like as if the Pope of the watch world has spoken. See?
Yep.
Yeah.
The Pope is bald. He's bald. Baby blue eyes. It rings a bell. Damn.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
Wolfie
Rolex.
looks like a pope. He definitely looks like a pope. He'd
Be
like
very mad. He'd be very mad all the time. He'd be sending out angry tweets.
Okay. Anyway, hey guys, thanks again. Hey, it's been a while, a little rusty today. It's been a while since we did a stream, but I really appreciate you guys coming on and chiming in on, no pun intended, on the picks from Watches and Wonders. Wolfie, I hope we released some of your anxiety that you had, and now that you
I'm doing better.
Go back home to where you live in Europe and be calm, looking at some mountains and smoking cigars. Anyway, guys,
I thought he was gonna dance in the fields, like The Sound of Music. Is that the movie?
No,
right?
he did. He does it. He does it quite often. It's funny when I visited him. We held hands and we did that.
Holding hands. That's a perfect manly tradition in his country.
By the way, Sound of Music, one of the most all-time popular movies in Austria. Everybody in Austria knows about it, loves it.
Also not true.
Except the Austrian.
Total lie.
Edelweiss is their national anthem, and no, it was a pleasure being part of that. Going to visit Wolfie's homeland. I'm sorry, Sound of Music land. Anyway, guys, have a good night. Thanks again, and we'll see you soon on the next stream. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Bobby.
Yeah.
Bye.